clasps a secret close, the Marie Celeste calls home, where Glooskap walks and combers know that he doesn't walk alone. For Murray's light off Lunenburg has known some chillin' squalls. It's there each year as winter nears, the cruise ship's offish calls, the cruise ship's offish calls. I worked the light with Angus Wright 1 week in 76. 2 souls alone cut off by storm, Cape Islanders smashed to bits. The spray rose clean to the light lens beam, the seawall lost some shore. Wright's face was white as he lit his pipe, hands shook as ne'er before, hands shook as ne'er before.
Sometimes,
he said, voice hushed with dread,
in the chill of the maritime nights, tide water brings too many things it shouldn't bring by rights. Hey boy,
spoke he though not to me,
she'll come tonight for sure. The air smells right, the cold she bites, and speaks of things that were, and speaks of things that were.
Crew, I laughed, what ship is that would sail on such a night? Which laugh cut short at Wright's retort.
The cruise ship Sawfish might. That ship I knew set sail with crew from Dover in 17. In the midst of the war and the howitzer roar, she braved the Atlantic green, she braved the Atlantic green. The rich and well-set graced her decks, dined late and sipped fine wine. Though U-boat sleek still prowled the deep, she grandly took her time. Then through the hush came the breakers' rush, they spied the Scotia shore. But a flash of light, blinding bright, and Halifax was no more, and Halifax was no more. Not a tear was shed, nor bowed a head, and no one spoke a word. Their plans were changed, and such a shame they made for Lunenburg. But a gale came then and stove her in with a fierce and a vengeful might. All parties drowned, and she went down northeast of Murray's Light, northeast of Murray's Light.
Together we climbed steps slick with brine to the wind-whipped lighthouse deck. The sea beneath rolled back and seethed, and Angus looked a wreck.
The whole night long
spoke Angus Wright,
their cold hearts took to drown, but one by one sea touched their lungs, and cold hands bore them down, and cold hands bore them down.
Lightning blazed and lit his face and limned a mask of fear. Pale as a ghost he drew me close and whispered in my ear,
I've seen her shore like my father before that hoodoo cruise ship sails.
Then with a gasp my arm he clasped and pointed past the rail, and pointed past the rail. One breath I took, then turned to look, with fear gazed from the deck. In darkling seas a shadow breathed, and hair rose on my neck. Her prow broke first through crashing surf, I saw her stacks arise. Through scuppers foam flowed white like bone, and down her scaly sides, and down her scaly sides. Struck dumb with fright at such a sight, I heard poor Angus moan. He clutched his chest, which did the rest, and left me all alone. The storms fierced in his corpse within that ghostly ship outside. Enough, I screamed to the cackling sea, and fled below to hide, and fled below to hide. I crouched while the gale without shrieked shrill and promised more. Then thunder crashed and came at last, a knock that shook my core. To the day I die I won't know why I rose and reached that door. I flung it wide midst the storm outside, their queue stretched to the shore, their queue stretched to the shore. dressed quite fine, they smelled of wine laced with a fish bouquet. On the battered sand a sodden band played ragtime vivace. In gowns and tails sequined with snails they danced midst wind and wave. But came the morn, passed with the storm, their fete took to the grave. Their fete took to the grave. Turned back and tipped his hat, knocked muscles from his hair. Your leave, he pled as he drained his head, we've just come up for air. Oak Island clasps a secret close, the Marie Celeste goes home. It's there each year as winter nears, the cruise ship Sawfish calls. The cruise ship Sawfish calls. The cruise ship Sawfish calls.